What's going on, everybody? Ercan with Suds to Success podcast, back again with another quick tip video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you when to use wax inside of your detailing business. This customer here bought in his vehicle, didn't know what he wanted. All he said was, I want this paint to be shiny. I said, okay, clearly this is an original paint. How long ago was it repainted? He told me over 20 years ago, which for a 20-year-old paint job still looks really, really good. But his main concern is that he's bringing it to shows this year. He wants to kind of brighten it up, get some more gloss out of it, and kind of fill in a little bit of those swirls. Get rid of all those swirls. And I told him, since it is not original paint, it's obviously been through a body shop, someone secondary, went through, did it. You can see orange peel, you can see paint drips. This paint is nowhere near perfect, so we're not going to chase perfection. I told him we have two options. We could do a paint correction on it and risk damaging the paint, or we could do something different. And now I don't offer this to everybody, but in terms of this, in this scenario, is definitely, I would recommend it 100%. Just for you as a detail business owner, you want to mitigate the risks. We're all about mitigating risks on this channel. So to kind of cut down on your ego and, use something like this, it's very, 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 very controversial. People say it's fake, it's not going to do whatever. At the end of the day, listen to the customer, see what's in front of you. If you have a paint gauge, measure the paint, make an educated decision. Me personally wouldn't take that risk to do a 2-step, 3-step, or wet sand and do this and make it a show car. And then midway through the job, I call them up and say, hey, do you still remember who painted it? Now, blabbering, but what I like to use is 3D speed. It's advertised as a true 1-step correction glaze. We all know that ain't true. It has a bunch of fillers in it. It's going to fill in the swirls, fill in little imperfections. Obviously, if there's a big hole in the car, it's not going to fill that, or a big gouge. It won't fill that. But what it does do is really, really enhance the paint and make it glossy. And it's perfect for RVs and boats as well. But I like to use it on cars. I've used it on a boat, and I'll just never touch a boat again. But anyways, like I said, this paint is 20 years old. I'll bring you in for a closer look. Let's see how nice and shiny we can get this paint, and obviously do it safely. Alrighty, so for this, you're obviously going to need some type of filler wax, 1-step polishes, blah, blah, blah. There's plenty of out there. I'm using 3D speed. I really like it. It smells good as well. The only thing, I like to use a pad that I haven't used in a while, or I kind of just keep on the side after it's kind of been taken out of the rotation, I guess you could say. But it's clean, but it's just stained, and it's got some tips and rips and tears in it from logos or emblems, but anyway, I like to use that just because it does clog the pad, really, really badly. So even with a pad washer, it's going to clog it. So real quick, I like to do 4 pea-sized drops, or I guess kidney beans now. Then what you're going to do, now I like to start it off like a paint correction. You spread it at speed 1, spread it out a little bit. Then we're going to bump it up to a 4. 4 or 5, you could do 6 if you really wanted to get this done really fast, which I've done it before, and not to say I'm proud of it, but we got the car done. So we're going to just turn it on speed 1. Okay, as you can see, it's pretty thick. Smells really good, actually. And then I'm just going to bump it up to, let's say, speed 4. For the sake of the video, I'll go a little slower. This paint correction wise, you want to go slower, maybe a speed 3, go a little bit slower, take your time, make sure you're cutting. This, you're not focusing on cutting, you're not focusing on perfection. Think about it as you're just applying this. You're applying it into the paint, and then you're wiping it off. So super quick. I'm not forcing any pressure. I'm kind of just applying it, letting the machine do its work. I'm not doing too many passes, just 2 or 3 passes. You're plenty to go. So we're just going to quickly wipe it off, and I'll take off the tape, and we'll just show you. Again, this isn't chasing perfection. It's just to bring out the color, make it shine a little bit. It's 20-year-old paint. It's been repainted, obviously. We don't want to mess anything up. We'll take off this tape. All right, so I'm going to do something, and this is going to piss a lot of people off, but I'm going to use paint prep just to show you the true difference in about not even 10 to 15 seconds of work. You know what? We'll do it again. Flip the towel over, some paint prep. There we go. Let's just buff it off real quick. Okay, and I'll bring you in for a closer look with the inspection lights. So that is what we did. You can still see some swirls, but it's also a lot better than that. You can see a lot of swirling, a little bit of oxidation, and then over here you're a lot more glossy and enhanced look. And there you have it, everybody. That is when to use wax in your detailing business. Please don't sell this as a paint correction. Educate the customer, tell them what you're doing, show them if you wanted to what you're doing, and if they're happy with it, they're happy with it. At the end of the day, we're not detailing for other detailers. We're making cars shiny for the customer. So talk about expectation, explain to them what you're doing and how we're going to do it safely. In about 15 seconds, there's a huge night and day difference, and I can still see it even with our light being dead up here. It is an absolute great option for cars like this with a 20-year-old paint job and a lot of imperfections, unfortunately, but it's the best way to do it safely. So that's when to use it. If you like this quick tip video, please like it and subscribe and comment down below. Have you used this tactic before? Have you done it? Do you believe it's a scam? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.